Hello, I'm Jackson Haney from Insane Internet Wrestling, and let me just go ahead and say that injuries suck. A pro athlete, or in this case, a professional wrestler, will have all the momentum in the world. They could be extremely charismatic, extremely popular, extremely good at what they do, and they can have the whole world at their fingertips. And an injury will take it away just like that, whether major or minor. And in this case, I don't know if the injury was major or minor, or what it was, but it's just really depressing to think about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will explain. Mere moments ago, NXT champion Samoa Joe announced that he had suffered an injury. It is unclear what the injury is. That WWE had sidelined him for a brief period of time, and that he has to vacate the NXT championship. If you've been a viewer of this channel for the past year or so, you'll know that this is the second time I've covered the NXT Championship being vacated. If you want to see the first one, click the eye icon in the right-hand corner of your screen. So yeah, much like last year, the NXT Champion won the championship around SummerSlam. Then, shortly after winning it, they had to vacate it. It's depressing. And what makes it even more depressing is that this is the third time in 3 years that the NXT Championship has had to been vacated. I already talked about Samoa Joe. Last year, Karrion Kross won the title from Keith Lee at NXT TakeOver 31 and had to vacate it on the following episode of NXT because of a separated shoulder. He won it back, sure, but it was still depressing at the time. And the third time, 2 years ago, right around NXT TakeOver New York, Tommaso Ciampa had a phenomenal reign as NXT champion, but had to vacate it due to a horrific neck injury, and he still hasn't won the thing since returning. And that brings me to my next point. Who is going to win the NXT Championship now that it is vacant? And honestly, I have no idea. If you look at what NXT's main event scene is now, it is nowhere near its former self. Because Keith Lee got called up and is on the main roster once every 6 months. Damian Priest is, I believe, the current United States champion, so he's doing alright. Matt Riddle is one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions with Randy Orton. Karrion Kross is looking like the third Viking Raider. That's fun, I guess. And Finn Balor is feuding for the Universal Championship. Oh, and I should also mention that Adam Cole isn't even in the company anymore. He's in AEW right now. And when you look at what they do have in NXT, it isn't a lot compared to what it used to be. Sure, they've got guys like Walter and Pete Dunne, if this is when he's coming back. Dexter Lumis, I guess, is an option. But for me, boils down to two guys. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Old flames. One more time? I mean, most people probably don't want to see that after One Final Beat. Remember that? Remember One Final Beat? God, that feels like ages ago. But yeah, the two biggest faces of the last 3 years of NXT wrestling one more time for the NXT title. This time, the roles reversed. Johnny as the heel, trying to regain the title he only held once, and Tommaso as the babyface, trying to regain the title he never lost. I don't know, man. With the right kind of booking, it could really work. And with this new age of NXT coming in, by the way, that logo is something else. Not in a good way. Anyway, with this new age of NXT, it could be a seismic shift for the brand. Put the title on an established veteran like Gargano or Ciampa, bring in some new blood to help boost the main event scene just a little bit, things could work out. But who knows? NXT is getting a rebrand, so could the championship, so could all of NXT, and that means Gargano and Ciampa as well. And that could mean everyone in NXT, even Samoa Joe. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I'm Jackson Haney from Insane Internet Wrestling, and I will see you soon.